Hello everyone. I am Sneha Ravinuthala, a yoga teacher and a life coach. And today I am here to share with you about my journey of Atmanirbharta, how this journey has shaped my life into what it is today. Being born and raised in the vibrant city of Amchi, Mumbai, in a South Indian household where independence was a way of life. With two girls in the house, we were raised to be self sufficient, strong, and capable of handling everything life threw at us. I can cook, clean, earn, at the same time do the heavy lifting, repairing, take care of inside responsibilities as well as outdoor responsibilities. In my house, there was never a distinction between what a man or a woman should do. So it came as a shock to my system when I found myself struggling with this deeply embedded societal expectations, the conditioning of what a woman should be or how a woman should be. This was fairly new into my marriage, few months into my marriage, when my husband and I went out for a meal. And after tasting the food, he casually remarked, "You know, the food is good, but I bet you can make it better at home." This statement somehow stuck with me. Then I noticed that every time we went out, there was a pattern. He had a similar statement. This arised one more question for me as to why was I the only one always cooking? I worked 6 days a week, yet I was preparing breakfast, lunch, dinner, taking care of my complete household inside out without a question. And then it hit me. I was blindly following into the footsteps of my mother. She had done it all, working, cooking, managing the house. But how did I forget about my father, who had contributed equally alongside her? He could cook, he folded bed sheets, he made the bed, he dusted, and so on. He took up household responsibilities alongside her. So, why did I allow myself to slip into this role and take all the burden on myself? This is when I decided that I'm going to set my expectations clear with my husband that this is your home too. Together, you and I have to make this place a better place for living. As relieved, he agreed. And he admitted to me that he does not know how to cook, but he could contribute around the other household responsibilities. And so did he. This chapter of my life taught me an important lesson about Atmanirbharta. Self reliance is not only about doing everything alone. Self reliance, Atmanirbharta, is also about setting clear boundaries, communicating your need, and create a particular environment that helps both of us. As moving forward in life came a point where motherhood was always a dream, and we conceived our first child. But came a sad news that I miscarried our child. And this was a devastating loss. It left me with feelings of guilt, shame, self doubt. And questions haunted me like, how could I let it happen? Had I done something wrong? Will I ever be able to conceive again? Will I ever be able to become a mother? A year later, by God's grace, I was pregnant again. And this time I was determined. I immediately left my job, and my sole focus was to deliver this baby healthily into this world. Despite severe challenges, losing 15 kilos of weight during pregnancy, to multiple hospitalization out of sheer weakness, but in the end, I finally delivered a healthy baby boy. But my struggles didn't end there. This pregnancy had caused immense physical trauma. My spine had shifted its shape so drastically that I could not even lift my baby without pain. Almost for 2 years, even after trying physiotherapy, allopathy, homeopathy, massages, nothing seemed to help. Until one day I was told swimming or yoga could help restore my spine back into its place. Now, living in Singapore with a full time working husband, a small baby, and no help, it seemed difficult. But was this the way to lead a life? I knew one thing for sure now that I did not want to live a life like this anymore. I found myself a teacher in India, learned from her, returned home. Fortunately, online yoga classes became a common thing, and I could continue my practice under my teacher from India. This changed my life drastically. I had lost weight, restored 70% of my spine's health. I could dance again. I started taking mandala workshop for children. In fact, I started a small business of sweets during festivals like Ganesh Chaturthi and Diwali in Singapore. I could hold my child again. I could play with him. I found joy in life again. As we had always planned to have another baby, it only seemed correct that I went ahead and got myself certified as a yoga teacher. So that if and when I ever face this problem again, I know I would be self sufficient to handle it this time. And this journey taught me another profound lesson about Atmanirbharta. That Atmanirbharta is not only about pushing through your struggles alone. Atmanirbharta is also about this journey taught me another profound lesson about Atmanirbharta. That Atmanirbharta is not about pushing through your struggles alone. It is also about creating your choices and finding a way to heal yourself. As we had planned, we went ahead and at this time I delivered a healthy baby girl. But postpartum depression took over. I was struggling. My family was struggling. My elder one was struggling. And despite seeing this pain, I felt helpless. This is when I discussed these issues with my husband and my family, but they couldn't understand the depth of what I was going through. And I've understood, as per my observation, I've seen that majority ladies, especially the moms, mom-in-laws, aunts, they have a similar suggestion during this kind of situation, that it is okay. It happens with every woman. Get over it. It's not a big deal. Take care of your family. Take care of your child. But deep down inside, I knew it was not okay. I just couldn't get over it. And the most difficult challenge we face with mental health struggles is we refuse to accept we have one. And even when we accept, we refuse to seek for help because out of shame of fear or fear of judgment. This is when, despite resistance, I sought therapy. And during one of those therapy sessions, I found myself crying inconsolably. And it dawned upon me. I was mourning. I was grieving for my Pednana. Pednana being my dad's older brother. God took him away from us when I was hardly 10 or 11 years old. I was very close to him. I was old enough to know that when someone passes away, you can never see them again. But too young to understand that I was supposed to grieve for him. And this unprocessed emotion, pain, was buried deep inside me, and it had just surfaced now after 22 years. This made me wonder there must be so many people out there struggling with their pains, traumas, grief, and they don't even realize it that they have it. There are so many out there who know about it but are suffering in silence. This is when I made a very important decision in our life. After living in Singapore for 6 years, my husband and I shifted back to India. And once we shifted here, I immersed myself into learning about emotional wellness. And I went on to get myself certified to be an emotional wellness coach. What had started to be a journey to heal my wounds had now turned into a mission to help others navigate through their emotional struggles. What this journey of Atmanirbharta has taught me is that Atmanirbharta is not only about being financially independent. Atmanirbharta is about having a courage to make a decision in life, having a courage to question what does not serve us anymore. Atmanirbharta is having the strength to make decisions. Atmanirbharta is having a wisdom to seek for help and heal. As I stand before you today, I hope that my story inspires you into embracing your own Atmanirbhar movements in life. For me, healing is an act of self reliance, being Atmanirbhar. Choosing yourself even when the world tells you otherwise. So, my dear ladies, choose yourself first, love yourself first, heal yourself first, be there for yourself first, help yourself first. Thank you.